Okay, so I'm just going to do some photo mode stuff in this section of the game because I think this area in particular is one of the coolest areas I've seen in the game so far. It's really pretty looking. I like this sheep right here. Look at this guy. Look at the fur on him. This game is goddamn beautiful. But again, I really just have a problem with the 1440p thing. Same thing that they do in Demon Souls. They're rendering their performance mode in 1440p instead of just using 4K checkerboard. And it's made even more frustrating by the fact that this game actually uses 4K checkerboard to render these ray trace reflections according to Digital Foundry. So you have 4K reflections by way of checkerboarding rendering. So if they know how to, if they're willing to use it for the reflections, why not use it instead of using 1440p? It doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, I've already ranted about this in another video, but it's going to drive me nuts if developers keep doing this because 4K looks better than 1440p, obviously, even if it's checkerboarded. My eyes can't really tell the difference. I mean, sometimes you can spot the checkerboarding effect in things like their hair or in when there's lots of movement going on, you can see it sometimes, but you have to be looking very closely. Anyways, I'm just going to use the photo mode in this area and just look around a bit. For anyone that doesn't have a PlayStation yet and they just kind of want to look around at the graphics, I know how you feel. I'll see if I can do what you would like to be doing in my game, just kind of looking around at the graphics, because I know that's what I always wanted to do when I got my PlayStation, finally. Look at them playing this game here. I wonder if the game's actually got... Oh, okay, yeah. Right now I'm in fidelity mode. I I think the fidelity mode looks way better than the... I know everybody's playing 60 frames per second ray trace mode, but I'm having a hard time deciding which one I like more because this looks so fucking beautiful in 4K. Um, and that's why it drives me nuts knowing that you could have something just like this at 60 frames per second if they rendered in 4K checkerboard. Again, I'm bringing that shit up, but it really is going to drive me nuts. I love these characters. The character models are just so well done. It's like a Toe Jam. I don't remember if Toe Jam had 2 eyes and 3 legs, I think, maybe. But close. Man, that's a game that they need to make again. A new version of Toe Jam and Earl. Oh man, that would be badass. If they did it right. That game was so fun. I still remember the music for that game. So good. Yeah, the HDR in this game is just ridiculous. Whoa. He's a mushroom guy. Drinking this little martini, giant martini actually, out of a big stone goblet or some shit. Wow, look at that. Look at the water's like glowing. All these amazing, beautiful details that people probably won't even look at. They go by so fast. But, man, oh man, somebody put some work into this shit. I also just like looking at Rivet or Ratchet like close up. Their character model is so excellent. What's up, dudes? Look at this guy. Oh, look, he's grooving over there. Whoa. Cool, man. Man, blows my mind where we're at when video game graphics. It really does. I can't believe what I'm seeing sometimes. My eyes have gotten pretty used to the 30 frames per second. The response with the controls is pretty shitty compared to 60 frames per second, I will admit. Especially in a game like this or in Demon Souls. In Demon Souls, I can't really play in 30 frames per second. I've tried, but you can't really do it because when you're timing those parries, you've got to have the the high frame rate for the timing. At least I'm not good at it. I'm still gonna try though, like because I like the 4K fidelity, and if they same thing in that game, if they rendered in 4K checkerboard, wouldn't be a problem. I swear, with Demon Souls, they could actually be running that game at full 4K at 60 frames per second. Like, there's something going on where I don't get it. For some reason, they're not doing it, but that game could be optimized to run at 4K at full 60 frames per second as is. I swear they're doing something wrong because it's not that graphically intense. It really isn't. They're not even using any ray tracing at all. So, I don't know. Bluepoint should be capable of better, I think. I'm thinking, well, hopefully they'll patch it. No, it's not going to happen. Pisses me off. They need to hold themselves to high, like, get it to 4K 60 frames per second. Do it through checkerboarding or just do it natively, but just make it happen, please. And then there's Returnal running at 1080p. What the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? That's a beautiful game, but why 1080p? And then you hear the developers say that that was their choice on purpose because of the look that they're going for. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Cool. Okay, let's go out here. Oh look, he just appeared. That's kind of lame. 0 out of 10, wouldn't rent. This looks so fucking awesome on an OLED. This game is ridiculous looking. The PBR materials, the HDR, the ray tracing, the 4K resolution, and the insane Insomniac detail. We're at some next level shit here, ladies and gentlemen. I wish everybody could get a PlayStation 5. It was fucking hard for me to get mine. I had to basically fight somebody in order to get it. Not actually physically fight them, but I had to outbid them. And it sucked because I ended up paying more money than I wanted to, but had to get myself a PlayStation 5. And now I hear they're already releasing the newer version, which is irritating as fuck. But they'll probably end up cutting costs, and somehow these first versions will end up being better a little bit somehow, or then maybe they'll become more valuable because they're rare. But they're going to cut costs and use different components, I think, like they did when they originally made the PlayStation 3. And then they ended up cutting out backwards compatibility. Anyways, hopefully this one will go up in value as a result. Oh yeah, look at this. This is cool. The lighting. This doesn't use ray traced lighting, but their lighting looks really great. Their shadow maps look really excellent. You get a little bit of a floating effect there. That sucks, but it's okay. Wow, look at the detail here. She doesn't have any camel toe to speak of. Oh, that's fucked up. I should... Whoa. Okay. I didn't just say that. Rivet. Rivet, rivet. This game is cool. There she goes. Look at these guys. Alright. Well, I've had enough fun on this level. I think I'll stop it here and then go to the next level. Anyways, thanks for watching if you did. Look, there I am.